Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. The Bobcats will put total leather to crank us up. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Marshall Thundering Herd will go on offense first to start this game. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing. Sometimes it just gets away. Sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Paul.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You've got to be able to play within yourselves and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen again.
Dropping back, it's Denson. Looking left. Makes the grab. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Thundering Herd. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
I tell you what, this offense, man, we got a small sample size. We only had one game where they were unbelievable last game, but another score early in this football game. This offense is looking like a force to be reckoned with.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Ohio's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early.
Breaks into the open. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions. And then the pass rush, they win up front.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Off the play fake. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. And the Bobcats will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Denson. Sets up the screen. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
The Thundering Herd faces a 3rd and short. Off play action. He's going to fire deep. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Herd! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Man, this offense has started this season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it go. Oh, he's got some space.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Rodgers. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Bobcats with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Caught close to the marker, it's Smith. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Makes the catch. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Bringing the heat. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
Well, this is a quarterback who's not known for his running ability, obviously. We've seen him make some great throws, but mobility, that's probably not on your bingo card. You saw it right there. He gets brought down for the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Bobcats send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll take it on the return. Makes a move. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Give to the running back. Hard running there. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Marshall might go for a big play here on 2nd and short. Now the play fake. Moving out of the pocket.
I love the play call there, too, because 2nd and short, defense is thinking you might run it. So you try to catch him off guard with the pass. Nothing there. Even if you throw an incompletion, you're going to have a chance to run it the very next play, but it doesn't matter. This guy's just so athletic himself. He's able to go get the first. Let's get a fresh set of downs.
There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Guys, it is Marshall carrying the lead into the quarter break. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get it. The second quarter is about to get underway. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. They'll leave it with him. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. Right back to the well. Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6. The Thundering Herd to the line facing a second and short. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They have just bloodied their nose on this drive, all on the ground. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets the give. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Marshall might go for a big play here on second and short. From the gun, give on the inside.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. To the air, it's Denson. He wants it all. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Indiana is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Eastern Michigan. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. It's complete on the right side. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Bobcats will bring the punt team onto the field. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Scanning the field, it's Denson. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit. Marshall comes to the line facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And he makes the catch inside the 25.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Under fire. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
This defense needed something to happen to create some momentum back to their side. They've built a deficit. QB's been very comfortable making plays. Exactly what you needed. Put some doubt in his head. Get to him. Hit him. Get physical. They get the sack on this play, and that's just what they needed.
Marshall comes to the line way behind the sticks here on 2nd and long. Trying play action. Grabbed behind the line, it's Brown. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Marshall needs a near miracle on this 3rd and long. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Touchdown, Marshall! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. Explosive plays. We're again here right before halftime. Oh, guys, I mean, can we do running clock in the 2nd half?
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he puts through the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Grabbed behind the line. It's Mason. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. The sure hands, it's Mason. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line. And the Bobcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. Pressure coming. Caught in the backfield, it's Mason. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. The Bobcats will try to pin them back with the punt. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. To the air. It's Denson. Works the middle of the field. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The offense will quickly use a timeout. The Thundering Herd to the line, facing a 2nd and short. They're working that left side. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the
strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. Second down, he'll throw it. He'll pull it down and run. Past the 40. A little excitement there to wrap up the first half, and that'll pad the stats as we go to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to... or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Smith. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. Wants to go up top on first down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
And the Bobcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air on second down. Caught in the backfield. It's Rodgers. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. And this is going to be incomplete on third. The Bobcats will punt it away on fourth down. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Firing to the right, complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. So now it's second and long. Dropping back, it's Denson. Makes the grab, it's Brown. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. Quarterback on the keeper. Keeps it and gets the first down. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
And that is why this guy is a true dual-threat quarterback. You've seen him all game, hurting them with his arm, already over 200 yards passing. And how about his running ability now? And flashing that on the option play. There's a...
Touchdown! Thundering Herd! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Northwestern has the lead right now. Feels like they've been on top since the walk with a send-off, but they haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 4 over UCF. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Bobcats will line up to punt it away. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. Looking for a crease to the left. There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
And obviously this offense has had their way getting the huge lead, and now when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed and so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, a quarterback making good decisions, it is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
The Thundering Herd coming off that huge run might bring a little more thunder this time. Finds his big tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Dropping back, it's Denson. The quick out. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Shepard. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Quick step and go. Touchdown, Herd! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
After that amazing performance in Week 1, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field, even though they were able to get that win. I feel like they've taken another step. They've raised their intensity level. They've raised their execution. This team is going to be a contender this year. You can just feel it.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Rogers. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield on 1st down. That's caught. It's Miller. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. The Bobcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Got a man. It's Miller. Knocked down at the 31 after a gain of 5. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. To the air on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Mason. Tried to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Finds his man, it's Smith. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Now facing a 3rd and long. Pulls it in, it's Smith. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. And the Bobcats decide to punt it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the catch. It's Brown. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We've reached the break, and Marshall is on top. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything come from this one. So the final period starts with a second down play. Back to throw, it's Denson. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Fires to the tight end. He gets it into enemy territory, but not quite enough for the first down. It'll be fourth down. Marshall will be forced to punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Smith. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. The Bobcats will punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Just needs a crack to get a return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Get it out to the supersonic guy. At the 45 on his way. Turning it on. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Marshall!
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he added the extra point. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line. Offense gets set for second down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Let's see what they have in the bag on third and short from their own 18. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Snagged in the middle, it's Miller. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. They'll give him a couple that leaves him with 3rd and 8. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. That's reeled in. It's Smith. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And the Bobcats will send out the punt unit. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Back to pass, it's Denson. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And this quarterback, man, you've seen him have some success, so you know he'll take off and run. The defense was ready, man. Nice job. This second half, this is a critical part of it. Don't let him beat you with his feet.
Marshall will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Plucks it out of the air.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Looking to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Smith. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. Off the play fake on 1st down. That's caught. It's Miller. Almost had a lot more room there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 36. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looking to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a 1st at the 29. Wants to throw on 1st down. Good timing on the quick out. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. Still firing away as he'll go down swinging. And the pass will be incomplete, looking for a little window dressing at the end, but the ball game is over. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.